So the last one that I got is going to be Late Night with the Devil, and this is billed as a horror comedy, directed by Cameron Carnes. I guess I'm gonna go Cameron Carnes and Colin Carnes. And what else did they do? These guys. That name definitely sounds familiar. But anyway. In this film, 1977, a television broadcast goes horribly wrong, unleashing evil into the nation's living rooms. And this is a found footage film, so what we're seeing purportedly is the, footage of what happened that night during that broadcast. And it's Halloween night, sweeps week, in 1977, and our late night talk show host Jack Delroy, played by David Dasmalchian, is under the pressure. His ratings are down. He needs a win. So this film also stars Ingrid Torelli as Lily Diabo, Laura Gordon as June Ross, and we also got Georgina Haig as Madeline. Why are these names cut off? Hold up, let me blow this up. June Ross Mitchell, Georgina Haig as Madeline Delroy. We got Faisal Bazi as Chris Stu, and Michael Ironside, he narrates this. Ian Bliss as Carmichael Hunt. Christopher Kirby as Phil. He's kind of like the stage guy that's keeping his stuff organized. You also get Elise Jansen, Steve Mouzakis, Josh Kwong Tart, Paula Rundell. And that's it. That's our main cast. I definitely dig the premise of this thing, man, a whole lot, man. I like how they went, do a lot of efforts to recreate the look of, 77 TV broadcast, man. I mean, we've got, the aspect ratio, which typically does bug me out. I still think you should fill out the screen whenever you can. This doesn't immerse me as much as it does annoy me. I think the other filters did just enough job of letting me, making this look like some found, videotape footage, I thought that was really cool, for sure. And the setup is kind of cool, man. Some of these characters, I think, really, endeared themselves to me, especially Carmichael Hunt's, the played by Ian Bliss, the skeptic. I really loved him, man, because essentially we're looking at an episode where he's bringing out these people. We got Chris Stu, the mind reader. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, Carmichael Hunt is on the side, trying to determine if this guy's, faking it. He's doing the parlor trick, trying to connect with these people and guess, what's on their mind and stuff. Did you see this one?
No, this was like this is one that I've been waiting on, but I couldn't get a good showtime on Monday, and they only had like a 7:00 show, and I had to do something. I'm actually gonna call it work this week, so I couldn't.
Yeah. You'll probably definitely dig this. Our
listener Dane told me about this one and talked to me last year about films I need to watch. See, I think he loved this film.
So with this one, and like I said, the found footage thing is interesting because we're looking supposedly at what happens at night, and things start happening like crazy. Like Chris Stu taps into some stuff, and it's kind of funny because the other guys, man, this is bullshit. This is all part of the tricks, but things start happening, and then by the time the young woman gets into the chair, then it's like, whoa, like it's really real, and it's going down. And the premise definitely worked for me, man. I'll give it that, man. But there is a lull in this thing that happens, I would say, maybe in that all right, we break this thing up into quarters. That third quarter, man, there's a drag, bro. For some reason, I'm watching my watch. I'm like, yo, what is going on, right? Because I know this film is short as hell. It's right up to the 90-minute mark, but it muddies it down. So, but for the most part, it's working, man. There are some things that I think could have been bumped up a little bit. Like, it's built as a comedy horror, and there is some dark comedy in it, but I kind of need those jokes maybe to be tweaked and punched up a little, man. Maybe there's a Are these guys Australian directors?
Yes,
maybe that was the disconnect. Yeah, maybe there's something there in the translation or the cultural difference. Because I loved Das Mauchen, but also he's kind of playing a straight like a Jay Leno, Letterman type. That's not, and not even like the super funniest versions of them, man. And we're supposed to be, he's kind of the mediator of this. And also what they do, right? We get the on stage footage, but there's also footage behind the scenes that we get privy to from this found footage, which adds other dynamics to it, because as stuff's starting to happen and it's getting dangerous, the producer's like, yeah, man, keep going. And he's like, hey, man, are we sure? We're like, no, man, the ratings are through the roof, 20 share, like just spouting out these numbers. But I wish the comedy was more emphasized more, because I'm in a theater. This theater was kind of packed, dude. I was surprised, and I'm the only one laughing. Like, am I the twisted, crazy motherfucker in here or what? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes audience I be going to the movies with lately, they're just scared to react, or maybe they think if they react too much, it's annoying. I don't know, man. But I'm like, dude, that was clearly hilarious.
Okay, Corey, I experienced similar when I saw Love Lies Bleeding, and similar when I saw Immaculate.
Yeah, maybe it was just from a different era.
Yeah, I don't understand where people are taking this stuff this serious. I did. By the way, I did just. I'm looking at the trailer for this, and I do see where it's on It's a Shudder film.
Yeah, it is a Shudder film too.
Yeah,
so
I just think. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait till it gets on Shudder.
Which it might be a wait though. Like I love Shudder does these things, but sometimes you never know when. Like it could be next month, it could be fucking 3 months out. So it's hard to gauge. But it'll probably be a rental soon. But I think it is worth watching, man. I think it falls just short of great for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad that I watched it. I had a generally good time. There are some things I probably would have tweaked and worked it out. It feels like a I definitely think it feels like a Twilight Zone episode. They squeezed the length out, you know what I'm saying? But
Twilight Zone,
okay, man. Yeah, one of those, man. I would say more like a Tales from the Crypt, definitely, just because of the more amped up horror elements, And my thing too is I love the Mauchian, but he's good enough. Like, I feel like, why didn't you guys write this guy bigger? Because like I'm used to the quirk that he brings to it, man. Like when he was Dot Man, he's got so many roles that I love, and it's just like, dude, like let this man loose, let him fly. But I don't know. A lot of people are really loving this though, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is just my own personal interpretation. I feel like you're gonna love it. Yeah. I feel like you will, dude. I definitely feel like you will, man. So I'm curious to hear what you think about it when you see it, because it's got some, like I said, man, it's got some really cool stuff going on. But there was a controversy around it because there are some background images on the set of this film that were created by AI. And a lot of people online said they weren't going to see it, or they were interested and now they want to see it. And it's a small thing. It's a small part of the set that they use, I think, because I forgot what the name of the show is, but it's something to do with the owl. And it's in the background throughout the movie. You see pieces of it. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, man. I don't think that's enough to keep me from seeing a movie. I feel like there's other people that worked on this too, and they need to, get paid and get their credit too to throw this whole thing away for
nobody
something so small to me.
So it was nothing like the controversy wasn't anything like a butcher somebody.
No, it wasn't like an actor or nothing. It was background graphics, and yeah, they probably could have hand painted it, but they were, you know what it too. I think this thing came out at a time, or it was produced at a time when that technology was still pretty new, and they were probably just trying to have some fun and experiment and see what they could do with it. I think if the film was made now, they probably would have took that out, but it's already done, and it probably would have cost more money to remove that image than to just keep it in there. It's already done. And I think there's some I didn't look at him, but I think the Mouse Chin is doing an interview and he mentions it, and some of the directors are trying to explain away, and I'm like, man, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't these days. But yeah, I just hope that I mean, it seems like it did work on people to keep them from seeing it, but I just hope that's not what's keeping you away from this film, man. I think there's some cool stuff going on, even though it's not perfect. I'm not like calling it the masterpiece as some people are, but I thought it was good.